Homeboys, what's up? Carol on the move, what up? Sunkiss, PYT Net, Devorah, what up? Old Drama, love that. 46 joined us. What's up? What's going on? Shay's Joy, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'm loving the energy. That's what's up. Good. Devorah, you ready to jump on board? Let's go. Adding you right now. All right. So, good evening, everybody. Wednesdays with Wes. I'm Donovan Pitchmaster West. And as you already know how we do on Wednesdays, we talk about all things relationships. And I'm excited. Well, I think you know why I'm excited. Anyway, so look, I need y'all to ask us questions, to chime in, because if not, I'm going to keep talking about the relationship script ATL. What's going on, D?
What's up? Nothing
How's
much.
it going?
Nothing. Just trying to get through the week.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. All right. Well, I hear you. Same here. You know, it's a short week because, well, that event is about to hit.
I know. Are you in Atlanta already?
No, I'm not. I'm going to be there tomorrow because I got to make sure everything is perfect. So I'm hitting Sweet Lounge and dotting I's, crossing the T's, going over the contract, make sure that the venue's happy with us, and we're happy for with the venue. That's right. Got to take care of the business. So I'm looking forward to spending some quality time, aka contract time, with Sweet Lounge tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing that when I touch down early. But shout out to everybody that's joining us right now. You know, Wednesdays with Wes. You got Devorah, my co-host for the relationship script that's going to be down, and she's going to be doing her thing. I know my boy Rob, a.k.a. Built Up Real Nice, Mr. a.k.a. Yellow Swole is going to be joining us shortly too. I know he's going to join us at some point, but I know he's busy, flying all over the country, doing all this stuff, practicing his blue steel pose, all that good stuff. But and also, of course, you got Mike Moss, other people that are going to be joining us. So it's going to be a great Wednesday with Wes evening. We're going to be talking about the business behind looking good. Now, some of you may be thinking that this is just a business thing in terms of being a model and all that stuff, but that's not true. That's not true. As it relates to relationships, how you get them isn't how you should just, leave it. That's not a scene and then that's it. There's more after that. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the business of looking good and, health, the actual money aspect of it, what's involved, what kind of investment is involved. So while we're talking, as you know, on Wednesdays with Wes, it's about also making sure that we answer the different questions and and comments that may be coming along. Because last time we had you on, it was lit. I mean, the thread was it was bananas. We couldn't even keep up. Up. What's going on? Hold on. There it is. All right. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty. But
hey, Alex.
So as you can see, everybody's jumping on board. So let's start with the first question, okay? The business behind looking good. What's your interpretation of that?
The business behind looking good. First, I would think the first thing is in order to look good, you have to feel good. So it's going to start with you, obviously. So like whatever you have going on, making sure that you actually look good. I mean, you're a model. You're going to be critiqued for how you look. And I know, big and tall men and plus size. So it's like, yeah, they know that we're going to look how we look, but you still have to do what you got to do to feel your best. And so sometimes that means doing what you need to do physically to make sure that you're, your best.
I totally agree. So, especially as it relates to relationship, I would agree with you. Number one, in order for you to look good, you first got to feel good. So there are a lot of people out there that they may have that piece of clothes on, or the shoes, or the jewelry, or the jumping out that whip, and they still don't feel good about themselves.
Right.
And you know, the rest of us, we can actually see that. We can actually see that you have a mask on, and it's just really not working to the
Right.
best of its ability, because you don't feel good about yourself. So, people, when you're out there, real talk, you need to focus on you first before you start focusing on the frills, the wrapping paper, if you will, the marketing of the product that is supposed to be used. So, you know,
Yep.
whether that is healing, you know, you got to heal. Some of us got to heal from, whether it be the past relationship or even past insecurities about ourselves.
Right.
And not until you do that are you really going to be able to walk that walk or strut that strut a certain kind of way. And you know, look at people, interact with people, give people that energy that lets them know that you just stepped into the building.
Right.
And then there's
Right.
the other part you just now mentioned also, which is actually going about the work of looking good. So it's not just about, you know, what your mama told you, you know, girl or boy, you know, you the best thing that ever happened, like, pause.
Right. Right.
So on that topic of actually going about the business of looking good, what are some things you suggest some of the people out there should do?
I mean, just investing in yourself, staying active. You don't have, I'm not saying go to the gym and, you know, lose weight or anything like that, but just do things that make you feel good. And those are going to be investments within yourself. So like invest in gym membership, go do stuff with your friends, go hike, go take trips, you know, just whatever, where you can actually be physically invested with what you have going on. Getting your hair done, you know, making sure that you go see your hairstylist, going to see, I go, you know, you got to go get massages, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do things to make
Okay.
to make yourself feel good. Just taking care of yourself, and not necessarily having it feel like a chore, but just something that you do in general. And I think that'll just set your mind up to like just better present yourself in general. But yeah, you know, time with your friends, time with just things that will make you feel good about yourself. Those are gonna, it's just, I feel like it's like an overall piece that you have to have together. And it just bring the whole picture together.
Okay. By Alex said, she asked, what do you do to actually make sure that you feel good as you're going out there?
What do I do? Definitely gym. I'm gonna keep saying that. And like I said, I'm not always in the gym to lose weight. I have moments where I'm like, nope, I have like this month, this is my goal. Like I definitely want to drop a few pounds, or I want to tone this up or whatever. But like for me, going to the gym is mental. So if I don't go to the gym, well, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a whole little circle of how my mind works. So the gym for me, if I'm disconnected from the gym, meaning I'm not consistent, that means that I'm not taking care of myself. If I'm not taking care of myself, that means I'm disconnected. So I'm disconnected physically, I'm disconnected in my spiritual, in my relationship with God. Like when you can, I mean, you can literally probably look at what I'm eating and tell like, is Devorah doing okay today? Or what, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm taking care of myself, that mentally I'm okay, I'm in a good space. So if I'm not
Gotcha.
able to get to the gym, to me, it's gonna tell you a lot about where I am. So sometimes it's not necessarily about like, let me go to the gym and, you know, lift all these weights or whatever, or lose 50 pounds. Like that's not, it's just, it's peace of mind. It's almost like therapy for me personally. So that's something that I really focus on. Even when I fall off, it's still something that I really try to, you know, stay like even if I fall off, I try to get back on, and not necessarily like I was talking to my girlfriend today, and you know, it's not even like when you fall off, don't get so hard on yourself where you're like, you know, I want to go in and I'm going to do 2 hours today, because then you just wear yourself out. Why don't you just try to go in, create the consistency? Like, okay, I'm going to go 30 minutes today. Tomorrow I'm going to go 30 minutes. The next day I'm going to go 30 minutes, or whatever your goal is. If it's like 5 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever, just do something, just, I mean, mentally, so you're in there. And then maybe the next month, then you can start like, let me focus specifically on this area. But for me, like I said, it's just peace of mind. It's therapy. When I, like I said at the very beginning, when I feel good about myself, well, I look good, you know what I'm saying? Like how you feel about yourself, it says a lot, you know? And so, yeah, that physical, I mean, that's just for me personally, but that's definitely something that I focus on, in regards to just getting myself together, making sure I'm in a good mind space.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. And Rob, I see you on here, man, but I need you to reach out because I can't just add you. I need you to go ahead and join us. So put out the request so that I can go ahead and accept that. All right, good brother? Because, you know, on this whole topic of the gym, well, you know, Rob's in the gym about, 11 days a week, about 30 hours a day. So, he just now had to get surgery so that he can get, his neck, it got too big. So they had to reduce the size on his neck. So, looking forward to, hearing him talk about, how the gym is his sanctuary, as some of the people on our thread have also agreed, like my man, James Sanders, he's in the gym, I know, on average 4:30 in the morning on some beast mode stuff, turning into the first real life superhero. But I agree with you, by the way. The gym is my sanctuary in many ways, that it allows me to kind of think some things through, and also to get your blood pumping, get your energy going. So when I do go in the morning, it helps me to set my day off on the right path. It helps calm my spirit down also to some extent. When I go in the evening, it's more like a chore, and but I'll get it done. But I definitely am not the same person afterwards, it definitely is a different situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that in general. Like I feel like, and that's when I fall off easily. Like when I like if I do like a consistent 30 days or something, after the 30 days it's gonna start to feel like a chore. So then I have to switch it up, because it doesn't matter if it's in the morning, afternoon, night. It just feels like it feels like I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make me want to do it. And so like I'm a very mental person too. So I have to trick myself a lot of times, like, oh, I'm doing workouts at home, let me switch it to the gym. And then, oh, I'm in the gym too much, let me switch it to the house, or let me go outside or do something just to keep myself like entertained with my own workout.
Right. Now that makes sense. Now I see Mike Moss talking about it's a light skin thing. No, it's not a light skin thing. I'm not blocking out Rob, aka Built Up Real Nice, but it's not showing up in terms of your request. So if you could jump back on, that'll be great. Maybe you have a commercial account, Rob, because you got 1.2 billion followers.
I know,
so
maybe
I'm not exactly sure.
you can't chat with the regular people anymore.
You can't chat with the regular people, man. So if you can, try again and just put it on pedestrian level for the rest of us, so that you can join. That'll be great, man. You right now, you're on the Bugatti account, and it's not really meshing right now. So
of those waves to like handle his heat over here.
Yeah, I need you, Rob, if you could reach out to your manager in charge of all of the accounts and see what the status is, so that you can join us before it's all over. And Mike Moss, if you can go ahead and have a couple seats, that'll be fine. Why don't you put on some mittens so that you don't feel the temptation to text anymore right now, and just watch. Okay, so anyway, so just moving right along. I'm just messing with these guys, but I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys in ATL. We're going to be cutting up. It's going to be a great event. But let's get back on this topic of, the business of looking good, especially as it relates to relationships. If anybody that's watching right now, if you got any questions, any comments, feel free to jump in on this topic of looking good, and the business of looking good behind the scenes also, because, it's one thing on the surface to look. It's another when at the end of the day, you're talking about actually looking good, looking good on paper, looking good internally. We talked about spiritual just now, making sure that not only you going to the gym is just about the physical aspect of it, but also that you're in a good space spiritually to handle the rest of your day. In the dating space, as you interact and you're out there, if you're dating, or even if you have a significant other, it's very important that you also have that similar kind of energy in terms of, you know, a calm spirit and confidence about yourself. Because, well, here's the reality. The reality is we tend to change over time, period.
Right.
And, you know, we're not going to be that same exact individual that, you know, that once, you know, was a certain kind of shape or the age and vitality and energy.
Right.
And while you may go to the gym and all that other good stuff, you know, gravity is going to take place. Life's going to happen. And at the end of the day, certain things are classic.
Right.
Know? And when I say classic, I mean, your spirit isn't going anywhere. Your spirit can still stay in shape. Your mind can still stay in shape.
That's why you gotta, like, you cannot be a horrible person, because once all of those, not even just a horrible person, but you have to have something else to bring to the table besides like the physical, because once it's gone, I mean, even money, like, what else can you offer me besides physical and money? What does your heart look like? What does your character look like? You know, like, those are super important things in making relationships last, because it's hard. It's hard.
No, I totally agree. And at the end of the day, if you're not doing it, well, if you're not, that is working on your inside, working on that character, working on some of the challenges you have personally. Well, at some point, the person that you're dealing with might get tired of dealing with that and realize that even if you got that money, even if you look a certain kind of way, that they get used to it, and then they really start to examine the content of your character and how you really move. And at some point, you wonder why people who have mates, and despite all of their riches and all these other material things, why their mate is still actually creeping with somebody else that they actually are feeling. So be careful out there. You know, if you're looking at yourself, you got a bunch of followers, you're making a lot of money, and you think that the world is in love with you, but you're not really examining your inner self, your character and all that good stuff. Be careful, because it can happen to you anyway. And where's Rob at, man? What's going on? I think somebody needs to give him a quick tutorial, because I see you, Kara, talking about, yo, he requested, but I really don't see him on here requesting. And I went up in the thread earlier.
He got off to get back on.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to disconnect with you, and then I'm going to ask Rob to try to jump on, and then maybe you can try on, because you probably know what you're doing. And Rob, well, we just want to give him some training wheels right now. So, all right?
Okay.
So, Rob, you jump on now. Let me see if I can bring him on, and then you come and join us again. All right. So, let's see what we can do. So, anyway, as you just now heard from, okay, I see Lydia. You wanna jump on now, Lydia?
No, ignore that, please. Okay.
All right, Lydia playing now. You know, producers, you know, checking out the technical everything and making sure we're good. Okay, good. So, correct. Mrs. Noel said having a connection is more important than having money. I agree. While at the end of the day, we know money make a lot of things happen. You can be in a situation where you and another person are living the material high life, but you can't stand to be in the same room with one another. So, you know, having that connection really can actually mean the difference between heaven on earth and hell on earth, regardless of all the distractions. I'm gonna call those material things distractions, because that's what they do. They hold your attention for a short period of time and get you off of what really, you know, matters in life. And that's the reason why many people that don't have those material things, but have each other and, you know, have a serious connection, why they can endure the absence of those, you know, comforts of life, because they have each other. So, you know, something to think about. So, Kara, I see you, you want to go ahead and promote our Eventbrite. As you already know, the relationship script is going to be in ATL on Friday, 6:30 to 10, Suite Lounge. I need you to get your tickets right away. Tickets are going fast, and Suite Lounge, while it is a nice venue, it's not going to hold everybody who wants to come at the last minute. So I don't want you to stand outside, you know, with your head, you know, pointing towards the ground, because you had to go back to your car and you couldn't get into the building. Get your tickets right away. Go to the, you know, relationship script. Go to our bio, not right now, but right afterwards, okay? and get your tickets for what's going to be an amazing, phenomenal event. After that, on the 5th, October 5th, I'm not going to even tell you much more about why the 5th is so important. But anyway, the 5th, my man Mike Moss, he's got, man, you know, the man-made, conference that he's doing, and that's also going to be off the chain. So go to his page as well, you know, Big Man Culture, and he has right there in his bio also a link so that you can go to that event. So between myself and my boy Mike Moss, well, we have the weekend on lock, and it's going to be a great situation. In addition to that, he has a 9 to 12 situation for the women to attend, you know, and get some great information from some powerful people. And then from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., well, it's an after party, y'all, ATL style. So I'm not going to even say much more about that. It's just going to be lit the whole weekend. Anyway, okay, so Built Up Real Nice, aka Rob, said he sent it again, but it's not popping up. And if somebody on my team can show me where it did show up, I will. I don't see it. I don't see it on the thread at all, Rob. So I think you may have a commercial account now, and if your account is commercial, then there's another process that you may need to go through in order to join it live. Because I think we had a similar situation with. Hold on, let me try to do this. Send it out to you. See if you can pick it up. All right, I'm sending this out now to see if you can pick it up. See if it works. There
Bro,
he is.
I'm here.
Okay, Big Swole. What's up, man?
What's happening?
Dude, listen, we're gonna do the tutorial, but not now. We're just gonna do it later. All right. I don't know what's happened. I don't even know what happened. But my boy Rob's in the building, man. Built Up Real Nice. That's his name. You know, you got grown men having to say that. I think you should change your name, but we're not going to even talk about that either right now, okay?
What's good, man?
Man, life is good, good brother, man. I think you heard a lot of the conversation that I was having with Devorah, and, you know, we were just talking about, you know, behind the scenes of looking good, you know, the business behind looking good. And, you know, we talked about, you know, some of the things that she does, her regiment, some of the things that she handles behind the scenes in order to, you know, to keep a certain look up. And one part, of course, is in business, because you're a model, you're a big and tall model, and you're doing it real big. That's one aspect of it, but also in terms of relationships, right? You know, what do we need to do behind the scenes to keep that look what it needs to be? So what are your thoughts, man?
Now, are we talking professional relationships or like real relationships?
Real relationships.
I'm a big advocate, man. I think relationships, just the way I was brought up, should be something that is sacred. That is something that you don't really need to broadcast on a daily basis to show that you love somebody. I think a lot of people get caught up in the clout chasing and wanting to showcase their relationships, which is perfectly fine. But if you and that person know what you got, you know, y'all can travel the world together. I don't need to post a picture saying I'm in Italy. I don't need to post a picture saying I'm in, you know, St. Lucia vacationing. You know, I just think that type of relationship, you know, whether it be a girlfriend, a significant other, a wife, or however you're doing it. I think Instagram is not the place for relationships. Now, if I have a small family page and, you know, my family members follow me, you know, I'm not an idol, I'm not a superstar, I'm not none of that, you know, then that's a totally different, you know, situation. So I see why people post kids and, you know, post what they're doing, because most of their followers are really just people they see on a daily basis or who they know. You know, they may have some stragglers here and there, but as far as me, you know, I publish in my articles, I publish in my blog sites, you know, the blog interviews that I've done. I publish, you know, that I am married. I publish that I got a wife. You know, if you come to some of the events, you know, wifey is there. But I'm not gun-ho and just being like, yo, let me put her in every post. Yo, let me do it. Let me do this with her. You know, let me put in my storyline. Let me say this. Let me say that. And, you know, I'm an old school type person. My pops used to always tell me, you know, keep home. You know, be careful who, you know, the people you bring in your house. Be careful who the people you bring in your circle. You know, and just be careful, you know, who you really bring into your, you know, your house. You know, it's peace. You know, I like to go to sleep at night not worrying about if somebody know where I stay at, or if somebody, you know, around the block from me, or if someone is here or someone is there. Like, I don't give a damn about being a millionaire. I don't give a damn about making money. I don't give a damn about followers. At the end of the day, if I can't sleep at night peacefully, then that's a problem. And so I think that goes hand in hand with the relationship talk that you guys talk about. You know, in my position on Instagram, I'm an entertainer. You know, I set thirst traps. You know, I promote positivity on the male and female side. I comment, I like, I put, you know, you slay, you know, boo, or, you know, you do that, you this, you that. And,
Right.
you know, some people, you know, a lot of people have comments about that. And a lot of people say, you know, well, you know, I don't think you should be doing that because you got a significant other at home. Well, a lot of people say things like that because they're not comfortable in their relationship and they have trust issues in their relationship. And so they bring that negativity and that trust and doubt onto social media,
right.
onto Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. Like, oh, well, I don't think you should be doing this. And then you get other people who feel the same way they feel. They chime in, and then you get a clump of people that just be like, man, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But when you know what you got, what you missed.
This is a good time. This is a good time for us to go ahead and let them know that you've rented an auditorium so they all can have a seat, right, on you, right? So at the end of the day, you know, this does touch on a really serious topic, and that is at the end of the day, you need to define your relationship. You need to define your relationship, not anyone else, not even your friends, not your family, not your significant others. You and your significant other need to actually, you know, define that relationship. So when you do that, that's when you actually create reality. That's the reality, not not what society says, not what your mom said or even your dad said. It's like, you know what? Here are the things that influence me. But now that I'm in this relationship with you, what are your thoughts about that? You know, what's your thoughts around, you know, what's your definition of the roles and responsibilities for a man or for a woman? You know, what does dedication look like? What does integrity look like? What does social media look like? What does your social media image look like? Are you okay if I play my favorite song and I run out into the kitchen in Speedos? You know, I'm just saying, I'm not, you know,
I got you. No, I'm with you.
That was just an example, you know, of the crazy shit some people do. Excuse me. Anyway, so but the point is, at the end of the day, insecurities are definitely embedded in the definition of you know, roles and responsibilities that you're going to have in a relationship. The key part, though, is to also identify the fact that you do have some insecurities, or you know, you do have some challenges that may come out of past relationships, right? So, for instance, for those of you out there that are criticizing and say, well, you can't do that because of your significant other, you should probably examine yourself in terms of, okay, what works for you and why certain things don't work for you. Because it's not always a foregone conclusion that you just don't go that route. Maybe you need to examine some of those areas where perhaps you didn't heal, or it's stemming from some other kind of trauma from a past relationship that you need to address. So just a little word for the wise.
Right. And then the piggyback off of that is we're trained to have insecurities. You know, the Netflix originals we watch, the movies we watch, the day-to-day memes we see, you know, it's always about somebody cheating or somebody trying to investigate something. You know, you watch, you know, Shameless, 50 Shades of Grey. It's all this, you know, ingrained in your head every day from commercials to TV. It's like, well, dang, I didn't even think about that. You know, well, maybe she doesn't like that. Or, you know, well, maybe I should worry about this and maybe I should worry about that. And I think that's where you got to be kind of grounded in what you are, what you believe in, you know, the system you and your significant other has. And you have to know how to align that with what's real life and what's entertainment, what's TV, you know, what's this. And a lot of people take these, you know, these shows and like, oh my God, like this could be happening for real, or this could be a possibility. You know, I never thought about my girl cheating on me with an Uber driver, but now I'm thinking about it because I saw a special. You know, it's like, but you don't think about those things. But you know, we constantly see these on, you know, commercials. You think about all the major, you know, TV shows. It all deals with drama, you know, controversy, you know, or you know, bad relationship problems. You know, when something goes wrong in somebody's relationship, the first thing it does is hit the shade room, and everybody talks about it and chimes in on their opinion. So I just think you have to be. Like, when I look at social media, I'm constantly reminded this entertainment. when I'm looking at a show or looking at a Netflix original, this is entertainment. This is entertainment. When when all that stuff goes off, it's me and my boo. It's what we do. It's the things we do. It's what we enjoy doing, and we're very open. You know, we talk about a lot of shit. I ain't perfect. You know, a lot of people. I'm not in there to be like, "Yo, I got the perfect relationship." No, we go through ups and downs too, like everybody else in the world. But the fact that we're open, you know, that's why we still coasting. You know, for the most part. So yeah, that's a good point, man. It's a good point.
Good. So what are some of the things, you know, when it comes to, you know, this business, right? That you use as part of your daily regimen, or some of the things you want to share with the people as it relates to the business of looking good?
I tell people authenticity is big. Even though it's entertainment, authenticity is big. Creating your image and sticking with your image. A lot of people, just like you and I, we know when people are jumping ship to try to ride the wave on something, or try to ride the wave on this, or try to ride the wave on that. And I tell people, like, do you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Like, create your own lane. And people just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I want to be, you know, whether it's a big and tall model, a blogger, a photographer, you know, whatever you want to do in this business. I tell people, do you. Create your own lane, create your own niche. You know, it's money to be made out here. But if you're the yes ma'am or yes man, I can do this for you because I want the exposure, you're never going to make it anywhere. And I tell people, you know, a network is important, but a worthy network, a financial worthy network, is even more important when you're trying to build on oneself. Because if, you know, I tell people I have done free events, but I knew this was going to lead up to something else, that it would put me in a position to meet with this person that would be paying me $2,000 to $3,000 a day for a shoot. So, you know, I tell people, come up with a game plan, remain humble, be yourself, show your flaws, because when people can relate to you, that's when you got them. You know, when you can put something, ingrain something in somebody's head, like I get pictures all the time of, yo, like I'm in Walmart, I just went by Cafe Bustelo coffee mug, and I thought about you. Now I got you. I got you now, because now you're going to go back to my page and see what I'm doing. You know, that's the type of impact you want to have. You don't want to have the impact with like, oh, this dude trying this now, or this dude trying to do this, or this really not this dude. And just take care of yourself. Like, I train a lot, but I eat a lot, and that's why I train a lot. Like, I love training, but I love enjoying any type of food that I want to eat. And I keep it 100. I'm at a point in my life, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to have abs. I'm not trying to walk down the beach with my, you know, I'm at a point in my life, I'm comfortable with my health. I'm healthy. I'm going to eat what I want to eat, and I'm going to train like I want to train. You got to create a balance. You know, a lot of people promote body positivity, and, you know, I'm like, yeah, but like, you
need balance, man. You need balance. Sometimes you like this, and sometimes you like this.
Right. Right. So, but that's true though. And I tell people, you know, and, you know, I support people that are eating healthy on a healthy day basis. That's the choices they make, you know, whether it's vegan or whatever the case is. And, you know, I've tried vegan. I like vegan. I may do vegan for a run, in my life. But, you know, I tell people, never let anybody judge what you're trying to do with your life at that present moment in time. And, you know, create your own path. Like, I hate when people say, I want to be like this person.
I agree. Love that 48 said, Love that 48 said, be true and truthful to who you are and take accountability for you. Cass said, yo, hello. Like, she's amen to that. Lita, she says, you know, she agrees, but sometimes it's, you know, it's hard for people because we're constantly surrounded by unrealistic expectations. Well, to your point about unrealistic expectations, I think what's happening now, especially with the big and tall community and the, you know, body positivity overall, you're seeing a greater, spectrum of images when it comes to beauty. And I think that's really been helpful, if anything, over the past a couple of years at least, where you're able to see plus size people that are smiling, enjoying themselves, socializing, coming out of the closet, if you will, and not necessarily feeling socially ostracized like they have in the past, because now it's okay. Like, not to say in every community, obviously there's a long way to go, but I think with you know, the fashion industry specifically, you know, taking more of an investment, or making more of an investment in the plus size community, you're really starting to see a difference. I mean, the other day, literally last week, I was at the plus size fashion show here down in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Fashion Week, and it was off the chain. It was packed. It was an amazing fashion show, and I think at the end of the day, what you're seeing as you look at the crowd are people that are lit up, people that are plus size that are like, yes, I finally see someone that looks like me that's walking the runway with attitude and confidence and body positive, and I think that's where we are starting to now, make some progress, if you will, in terms of what's more realistic. Because like yourself, I love food, and when I'm training over it. While I'm in the gym, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna tear up later. Like
exactly,
it's like that.
Exactly.
But again, it's balance at the end of the day, because without it, and I think many people, they get it twisted when they see somebody in the gym. It's like, oh, well, how much weight you're trying to lose? It's like, no, at the end of the day, I really just want a healthy heart. And if my heart is good, then, I'm really good. And as for like, washboard abs and looking like an Adonis, no, I got Don in my name, but that's about it. I'm not trying to go and look like an Adonis at all. So I think it is about being comfortable, and I'm glad that you shared that with everyone, Rob.
Right. And
I
mean,
Wise Lady.
You should
no,
never.
Wise Lady wrote something. Go ahead, read it. What she said?
You should never be so. It went away. I can't say it on mine. You got to read it. Can you see it?
Hold on, let me bring that down. Okay, there you go. You should never be so concerned with others' thoughts and actions. Always speak the truth. Have self-love and care. You will definitely be productive in life. Have a good lifestyle.
All right.
Okay. And Zoel is talking about, why am I drooling? See what you did, Rob? You got people shorting out there.
Nah. She drooling because we talking about food and everybody,
There you
got
go.
Stop following.
That's
and
what
so
it was.
Everybody wants something to eat. That's why she drooling.
That's a good one. That's a good save right there, because we didn't even go into like what kind of people who don't know how to find balance, trying to have a relationship with someone out of balance don't work. I totally agree, because many times when you start talking about balance, you're also talking about how evenly yoked you are. Meaning, if you're a person that's like out there, you're traveling and you're doing a bunch of things, it doesn't mean the person that you're with has to also be traveling and all that stuff. It just means that they need to be equally pleased with their space, the space that they're in, and how they move. So you actually can have two people that don't live the same kind of way in terms of how they run around the world or the globe, or how they impact their community, or even their sense of how they like to be successful. These things actually can coexist if the person is comfortable in their own skin. So just something to add there. But I see Zoe has something to say too. What did she say? Nah, I'm drooling because you two are okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. From the brown M&M to the light skinned M&M. Thank you. Social and emotional health. Ms. Melly, thank you very much. I agree. Balance is important. And I tried to get. I'm gonna put you out there, bro. I tried to get you to come to the event. You got this fashion show, this photo shoot.
No. Let me tell you what happened. Because let me tell you, Donovan's team, I don't know who you. I don't know how you found your team. You found, because they are the most consistent team I have ever came in contact with in my life, and it's like a good persistent. It's like they know the time I'm sitting with my phone, and they be like, "Yo, so you can't make the event?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm waiting on my flight details to get here." Like, and then I'm just like, she's like, "So what you're saying is you can't make the event?" I'm like, well, let me get back to you. So usually when you tell people that, they be like, all right, I'm gonna let them get back to me. It'd be like that next morning. So you got the flight details yet?
My team is the best team. Okay, shout out to Kara on the move. Shout out to Lydia. Thank you for my team TRS. They don't play, man.
They definitely team. But let me tell you what happened. So I originally had a shoot that I had this weekend, starting Friday all the way over through the weekend. And I had to cancel that because I'm actually going back to my hometown to walk somebody in a church event. So, and I made a promise to this person, and it's something my church, I always give back to my hometown. So,
nothing wrong with that. See?
you
Say
know,
the church, everybody
you know,
back
I would
up.
be
It's
there.
cool. Like, okay, you said the church. All right, look. I don't even want to get in the middle of that. All right.
I'm gonna send you a picture though. I'm gonna send you a picture of me walking in that church because you don't believe me. I'm gonna send you a picture of me walking Miss Lavergerie down that aisle in that church because you don't think I gotta walk in church. I'm gonna send you a picture, and while you partying and doing your sweet lounge and your relationship script, I'm gonna say, look, bro. I'm in the country town, in my home country town, and this church barely got reception, so it may come through like a droid pick. But I'm gonna send you that picture, and you're gonna be like, okay.
All right. No. I want better than that. I want you to go live from that Burbs, that Hicktown. Okay, that's what I want you to do. And I want you to be like this with the pastor or whoever that is. All right, that's what I want. All right. If I hear anything besides the organ in the background, it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be like, yo, Lydia, Kara, go get him. That's it.
I cannot wait. I'm gonna post a picture, and I'm gonna post it on my main profile. I'm gonna say this is for the relationship script. This is for Donovan and everybody that was on the live on Wednesday night. This is whoop de whoop whoop. Y'all comment and do it all you want. And so the people that we got here, they're gonna know what we're talking about.
Okay, all right. I mean, I hear you, man. You know, like Moss said, you're gonna start that church. You know, the Light Skin Baptist Church, whatever. All right, you know, it's cool. It's cool. And I guess Mike is gonna join that church too, since y'all. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But be careful. All right, make sure you play those hymns real loud, and you get somebody to really play that music really good. If not, we're just gonna think y'all Catholic. Yeah, I said it, Bark. That's right. I said it. Shots fired. Anyway, Love the 46 said, fashion style is something that I have loved since I was a kid. My goal was to start working on a fashion blog. So far, for now, I'm posting my style fashion on my IG page, and then boom, we're going to give you the shout at Classy Cute Chick. All right. So don't say we ain't look out. All right. Now I need you to buy a ticket since I just now did that. All right. Love that 46. Go to my bio and buy a ticket now that I gave you a nice shout out. All right. And if not, I already got Lydia and Kara that's going to be, in your DM, making sure that you make that purchase. All right.
They're going to make it. They're going to come. They coming. You better be ready. So if he calls your name about, they coming. They about to right now.
As a matter of fact, you probably got a message just now. So there we go. Just handle your business. All right. But so everyone else, you got everybody, preaching now. I see it, hallelujah. People want to call from God. God called me and said it's okay for you to come to the event. That's what Lydia said. We need to add Jesus to the script. Absolutely, Lydia. You see, we don't miss a beat. We don't miss a beat at all. But and maybe he could also help you with that phone when it came to adding yourself onto this thing. I thought,
man, look, I
and 4 people on the live.
20 times. I sent that request 20 times. I'm telling you.
I think I got some kind of restriction. Maybe I'm not exactly sure, but because I asked Devorah to join us as well, and maybe you guys just can't all be on at the same time. But I thought that could actually be the case.
On my other phone, there's some people saying they can't even see me live right now. Like I literally just looked down to text somebody, and it was like
it is a little fuzzy. It is a little
like,
fuzzy, and somebody did mention that you might have an Obama phone, but I didn't want to put that out there. I was like, ouch.
Yo, my phone fuzzy. We're
There
gonna
you go.
see.
Thanks for the nice. There you go for the survey. Shout out to Rob, aka the survey. Wes, I told you not to mention Sprint.
Look at that.
Here they go.
Look at that. Look. You know what? Because all my
I see
fans
threes. I see ones. Kirby said nobody's clear.
Since I'm clear and everything.
Here you go. Here you go. This is not what this is, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to do that? All right.
Whoa.
No.
Same light skin.
No. I'm not. We're not doing this, man. Yo, dude.
Same light skin. I'm gonna get baptized at church this weekend. I promise you I will. Same light skin. Whoop. Oh. Just for y'all.
Dude, y'all stop. We knew this already, but we was gonna go live. We knew it's only gonna be a matter of seconds before you went in and channeled in your inner Terry Crews. You know what I'm saying?
It was here. It was here.
Right.
The whole time.
It's all good.
I released it.
And
so don't you gotta talk to Big Mike?
But what you did is you just made it worse now, because now everybody's gonna really be upset that you decided with your heathen ass to go to church on the day that we're having our event. I mean, okay, you're gonna leave ATL to go to church on my event, like, you know, okay, like we officially got beef now. Like, really? You spend 375 days a year, and then you want to go and get baptized on Friday, October 4th. Like, all right.
My body is a temple. My body is a temple.
I'm not allowed at church anymore.
I'm not. Look.
Donovan,
I'm doing it. Nope. No, actually, I just got a call from my daughter just now. So that was God's way of saying don't do it. That was God's way of saying don't do it. My daughter called just now. So
you're right. You're right. And you supposed to be on with Big Man Culture too. So you need to go ahead and hit him up before the relationship script, goes down. So hit your man up.
Gonna do that. Anyway, so Team Light Skin, peace. It's been good. We'll catch you next time we're in ATL, all right? Keep your shit
all right,
on
man.
next time, all right?
I'll let y'all, man.
All right, bro. Peace. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right? He done with shirtless. Anyway, so now he needs to go to church. He needs to go to church like now. I don't even think he should wait till Friday. Okay. D West, my brother, what's up? I know if Dorian was on, my brother Dorian was on, he'd probably be doing the same thing. Flexing and all that stuff. It's not about that, people, okay? It's not about that. It's not. It's not about that stuff. It's not at all, okay? Don't do that stuff at all, okay? It's wrong. Anyway, so look. The relationship script. ATL edition. Georgia, I need you to come out. Georgia needs to come out. If you're in Florida and you want to fly up, it's a quick trip. Come on down, okay? Handle your business and be in the building Friday, October 4th, Sweet Lounge, 375 Lucky Street. That's right, 375 Lucky Street. Everything down to the street that it's on is done on purpose, okay? It's going to be an amazing event, 6:30 to 10 p.m. I got all types of surprises. I have my lovely host, Devorah, joining me. I got Big Man Culture in the building, Mike the Gent in the building, Rob Mosley in the building. I got Pumpkin from Pluto blessing us. I'm not going to even tell you what she's going to do. She did a special piece just for our event. So for those of you who know her work, this is something you never even saw before, heard before. This event is going to be epic. And this is the last event that I'm doing for this year. So I just wanted to go out with a bang. And I decided to go ahead and take it down to ATL. Why? Well, because y'all been so patient with us. We said we was going to be down there last year, and then the venue got funny, blah, 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 all that stuff. It was crazy. But anyway, we got 3 performers. We have models. We got DJ K Boogie in the building. He's going to be off the chain. We have gifts, giveaways, games, and of course we got food and alcohol. Duh. But you got to purchase that. Anyway, so come down, get your tickets now. I'm trying to tell you, listen, you get down there, and this is what's going to happen. This is really what's going to happen. So you know there's a BT Awards situation that's also in town. That's going to be a problem, okay? You also have a number of different events that are taking place. You got Tyler Perry's event that's also happening this weekend. You got Big Man Culture event that's happening. There's going to be a lot of people coming to ATL, and they're going to want to do different things, and I'm guaranteed that we're going to be one of the places to be, and you're going to be outside, you know, parking lot pimping. You're going to be out there. You're going to be out there like, you know what, let's go ahead and go and get a burger and go to your trunk and pull a beer out of the cooler because nobody wants you because you got your tickets too late. I'm just trying to tell you, don't be like the kid who don't have cable listening to how it went down to by everyone else the day following the event, okay? Don't be that person. You know how that felt before. Don't do it now as an adult. So, Devorah, what's up?
What's good? You guys are hilarious.
Yo, did you see Rob?
I was watching y'all. Y'all are hilarious.
Rob's hilarious. This dude just, I said, come on, man. I knew it though. I mean, literally, there were bets on the side bets about how long he was going to keep his shirt on.
He couldn't help it.
He can't help it. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad. I got a different image though, so I can't do stuff like that. Everybody
me either. Yeah.
It's your turn. I'm like, I can't. That's why when I want some entertainment, I check out Rob and I see the latest video that he put up. He has me cracking up, but I'm glad that he feels comfortable in his skin to do that. And yeah, salute to Rob. Rob. So he talked about some great things about, being comfortable in your skin, being true to yourself, making sure that at the end of the day that you're authentic, right?
Right.
My image was clear, by the way. No, you had that track phone, Rob. Come on, man. You got that phone that came free with that sweatsuit. But anyway, I'm not gonna put you out there. Rob was trying to get through that he was messing up everybody's image because he wanted to do his Tatiano dance on the screen, but it's all good. I'm pretty sure if we kept him on long enough, he would have also started gyrating in some great sweatpants.
That's so funny.
So you excited about Friday?
I'm excited. I can't wait to see the turnout, and I already know
there's a lot of pressure around speed dating events, and so that's not what this is. We're having a good time. There's so many different activities. There literally is a run of schedule for my event, so it's a program, but there's so much music and dancing and interaction and just having a good time. We cut up, and the questions that we answer, they are all coming from the audience. So when you come in, we want you to bring all those questions, and trust and believe I don't have any handwriting specialists or anybody that's going to trace it back to you. So be as straight up and honest that you whether they're
Right.
single, married, separated, divorced, they're they're practicing celibacy, or they out there, whether you love men, women, you love both. We're not here for any judgment. No judgment
Right.
zone. It's just about bringing your authentic self to champion Rob's point earlier. And if everybody do that, trust and believe it's going to be one of the best experiences you've ever come out to.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good rule of thumb for just in general, because that's really how it's supposed to be when you're dating. Like, you have to be upfront. You got to communicate about what it is that you're looking for. If you have questions for someone that you're on a date with, it's the first date. Ask. Why not?
You have nothing to lose.
Just ask.
At the end of the day,
you have nothing to lose.
At the end of the day, guess what happens?
Is
when you act all quiet and you don't ask those questions, well, for fear of the truth, well, you're just prolonging the inevitable. So,
right.
Let's just keep making sure that we walk and talk in a way that that represents our securities, not insecurities, right. And that we are ready to have those courageous conversations. As my colleague, Dr. R.G. Allen would typically say, be courageous in your conversation. Shoot your shot up front in terms of where you are and what season you're in. So if you're really not in the season of getting booed up and all that stuff, be honest about it. At the end of the day, what you're doing at the end of the day is you're saving time, you're saving frustration, right. And you're not being deceitful and manipulative. So, it's okay. Trust and believe there's going to be somebody out there that maybe is good, but look even better internally, that might be a better match if you're patient.
Agreed.
My team, they're all over me like, yo, there's 3 minutes, wrap up. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up because I'm trying to tell you, they run me. I don't run them. They run me. So let me just repeat to everyone, go to your bio right now, get tickets for the relationship script, ATL. Believe. I want you on the following Wednesday after this event. Anybody that had a problem with this event, I want you to go ahead and put it on blast. Please do that at the next Wednesday with Wes. That's how confident I am in this event being so lit. Anyone at all, please, if you bring something up, I want you to bring it up in public. You don't have to do it all quiet or anything. That's how confident I am and how amazing this event is, because my team, they've helped me plan this, every aspect of it, and it's going to be just dope. And if it sounds like I'm saying too much about it, come out and see if I didn't say enough. All right? So listen, it's Wednesday with Wes, the end of the event for the night. But I hopefully will see you guys Friday at Sweet Lounge. Fly up. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Pay your gas bill next year. Next month. Don't worry about that. Just come up. Pay some of those bills later. Just come up and have a good time with us. All right? Anyway, it's a